Buffalo Bills had some missed opportunities versus the Chiefs, and unfortunately, they were not at fault of our own. We could see this article clearly reminding us of the snowstorm that hit Buffalo, which postponed the Steelers game and gave 48 hours extra of preparation to the Kansas City Chiefs ahead of the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills really had an injury bug all season long, losing Matt Milano, us digging into the depth of this team, and then losing many linebackers because of really the loss of Matt Milano. Losing Matt Milano got us into the depth. Dotson went down. Terrell Bernard was not available versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Statistically, the second best linebacker in the NFL. We're always talking about making game-changing plays. Terrell Bernard was not out there versus the Kansas City Chiefs, a speedier pass coverage type linebacker that fit up so well during that first matchup versus Kansas City was not there for the Bills. Also, Gabe Davis, who had that 4-touchdown performance in the playoffs versus the Kansas City Chiefs during the 13 seconds. Also, Christian Benford not there, causing forced fumbles. So many game-changing plays. So yes, the injuries definitely played a role in this Buffalo Bills loss versus the Chiefs. And here we have Tyler Bass missing wide right to tie the game in the final moments of the game with 1:43 on the clock. Bills do not tie the game. Kansas City Chiefs end up winning it. It's just unfortunate and just another missed opportunity here by the Bills. Now, I know we like having Tyler Bass, or Tyler Bass likes lining up on the left side of that hash, but just the circumstances of the game, trying to go for the win and a touchdown, we didn't set up Bass for this kick. And also, Josh Allen almost hitting Stefon Diggs for such a huge bomb play, but it goes through the hands of Stefon Diggs. Just yet another missed opportunity. And after that moon skyscraping catch by Trent Sherfield, he unfortunately had some crucial drops in this game, yet more missed opportunities by the Buffalo Bills. And on this play, we're going to see a blown coverage by the Buffalo Bills for the first of Travis Kelce's touchdown. Missed opportunity by this Buffalo Bills defense. Really, this has to do, I believe, with Taylor Rapp not being out there, Cam Lewis mixing between Rasul Douglas being out the past couple of weeks, just having so many injuries on this team, not having a flow of communication, and also the Chiefs having 48 extra hours to prepare against the Buffalo Bills. You could tell this was at the very beginning of the game, a little bit of a blown coverage. And the other missed opportunity here was our defensive line. Now, the Chiefs allowed the fewest sacks in the NFL this year, but I really anticipated this Buffalo Bills defensive line to get more pressure on Patrick Mahomes, especially when you consider guys like Leonard Floyd, Von Miller saying that he was back this week, Ed Oliver tearing this league on fire, even Daquan Jones being out there in the pair that we have with just everyone else. But you could see the Buffalo Bills did not sack Patrick Mahomes once. We had only 2 quarterback hits on Patrick Mahomes throughout the game, one of which Shaq Lawson late in the fourth quarter, and also Greg Rousseau. And Sam Martin being hurt last week versus the Steelers and just not kicking the ball very well or punting the ball very well versus the Chiefs. Really lackluster punts, not winning the field position battle, and also Tyler Bass missing his kick. We could see Josh Allen, but Tyler Bass really missed that opportunity for the Buffalo Bills. Now, he took it on the chin. He took responsibility after the game. Give him all the credit in the world. Just was not our year. We just did not get lucky when you consider all of these things. Throughout the 2023 season and this year's playoffs, the Buffalo Bills had to work for every single thing that they got. We really did not get lucky by any means this year at all. We really got riddled with injuries, especially at linebacker with Matt Milano not being there. Diving into the depth of this team, really having to progress Terrell Bernard and also Dorian Williams, but we also had to mix in A.J. Klein. We had to mix in a bunch of other players. Even Tyler Matakevich came into the game versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the base defense. Even Khalil Shakir getting hurt during this game, having to step out for a little bit, not having Gabe Davis there, really depleted as our offensive weapons are with the wide receivers. No one really else stepped up here and did Josh Allen any favors during this game. I think it's clear the Bills would benefit from another wide receiver threat. Maybe Justin Shorter actually sees the field this upcoming season. Having a tall, physical, jump ball wide receiver with speed that can catch those high point balls down the field like the one we saw Stefon Diggs miss. But just coupling all of this together, the injuries really, really hurt us during this game. Kansas City Chiefs having 48 hours of extra preparation ahead of the Buffalo Bills. This was Sean McDermott's first year as defensive coordinator, calling the plays and managing head coach. Maybe there was some rust that needed to be shaken off at the beginning of the year and just get into somewhat of a routine, being that head coach, D coordinator. And we all know Sean McDermott is going to be a better version of himself calling plays in 2024. Plus, Joe Brady being thrown into the fire during this season. Joe Brady being given a tough task to take over for Ken Dorsey. And it really did work out. But again, the injuries with the weapons that we had, even Dawson Knox being hurt, even losing Trey White, having to trade for Rasul Douglas, who's still going to be here next year for the Buffalo Bills. We all know Trey White may be able to start the season, but Christian Benford should be there, who was out versus the Chiefs. Terrell Bernard should definitely be back to start the 24 season, and he was not there for the Chiefs. Gabe Davis in a contract year. We don't know if Gabe Davis is even going to be back, but Trent Sherfield also on basically a one-year deal. The Buffalo Bills could easily sign a dynamic free agent or maybe a high draft pick for a wide receiver to come in and help out alongside Stefon Diggs. We have Dalton Kincaid. We have Dawson Knox and the Smash Brothers. We are doing some prolific things. Leonard Floyd only here on a one-year deal, and we still need to continue to get pressure. Von Miller finishing this season in the playoffs without a sack. And yes, he did come off an ACL injury, and I'm anticipating a full off season of Von Miller not having to rehab to actually focus on his game. Von Miller should hopefully get back to himself to start 2024. But we really did not get lucky this year by any means. We had to fight and grind for every single play and game that we won this season. And when we couple this all together, the Buffalo Bills preaching Kaizen, the need to continuously improve, we're going to bring in new players, new free agents. We're going to be the better version of ourselves in 2024. There's not a doubt in my mind that the Buffalo Bills will be a better team, and hopefully the ball will bounce our way this upcoming season. I truly appreciate you guys all so much. I'm going to be covering the NFL draft, free agency, the holes on this team, where I think the Buffalo Bills should address. I think we have some high points on this team. Khalil Shakir clearly balling out for Bills Mafia. Osiris Torrance, Connor McGovern. Smart moves there with Aaron Cromer in this offensive line, clearly solidified on this offensive line. So the holes on this team are very fine and in between. The Buffalo Bills will definitely be a better team come next season. But I truly appreciate you guys all so much. This has been a heck of a year. You guys are what makes this channel extra special. But if you want to support me, hit like, subscribe, check the link in the description for the Buffalo Chicken Wing merch. You guys are all amazing. I truly do appreciate you all so much. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.